All right. Shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, brothers, that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth. All right. So I'm back at you with another video. The spirit is heavy with information coming out on the microchip. If you can't see that the RFID chip is the microchip, then you're one of those that have been blinded pursuant to the book of Isaiah 6 and 9, okay? But just going to bring out a few articles, they've been coming out, and we're in that time. Let me start off with the precept in Revelation 13:16, and it says, as a matter of fact, I'm going to start at 15. Let's read up. I'm going to start at 13. It says, Revelation 13:13, it says, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now, that beast that had the wound by the sword and still live is a representation of the Roman Empire. All right. Now, when you go into the word miracle, let's take a look at the word miracle real quick. This word right here, miracle. Let's see what it says.
Strong's 4590.
All right, so the word is semayan, which means the miracle. It says a sign. It says a mark, token, that by which a person or thing is distinguished from others and is known. A sign, prodigy, it says a sign, prodigy, portent, i.e., an unusual occurrence transcending the common course of nature. But right here, as you can look, it says a sign, mark, token, that by which a person or thing is distinguished from others and is known. All right, so that's the word for miracle. Now, let's go back into the precept. We're right here at Revelation 13:14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do, those signs, those tokens. All right. It says he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, we always look up the word for mark in the Hebrew. And that word you see is karagma. It means it says a stamp, an imprinted mark. All right. Now let's look up the word before that, where it says receive. So that word receive. Let's look it up. Didymi. Okay. Didymi. All right. So it says to give something to someone. It says to give what is due or obligatory, to pay wages or reward, to furnish in due, to cause, to profuse, give forth from oneself. It says to give, hand out lots, to appoint to an office. So it's a lot of to grant or permit one. All right. Receive, to grant or permit one. All right, because when they implement this chip, it's going to be the state that's going to grant or permit you to basically participate into this system. All right, which is the system that the beast, All right. In essence, you're worshiping the image of the beast. All right. And you're taking his microchip. Right. It says, and he causeth and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy and sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, and we know that the number 6 is the number of man. Now we're coming into a time where this microchip, especially the chip implants, is becoming a big topic. All right, a big government issue. All right, a major issue. As you can see, I'm in Blacklisted News, which I go to as a source of a lot of my information. It says the title of the article, and this is a recent article from the 28th of November. This came out today. Chip implants, the next big privacy debate. So now there's debates, all right, around the use of this microchip technology, which we know it to be the mark of the beast, all right? Because with any great push of something new, there is going to be a debate and there's going to be a conversation around it, and ultimately it's going to be made mandatory. But now we're in the initial phases. So now that we're seeing the prophecies come to pass, there's no doubt that this microchip is the mark of the beast, okay? All right? If you can't see it, then you're blind. Even Edomites that write these articles, all right, make mention of the book of Revelation in the Bible. Now it says, the source is government tech. It says, have you been chipped? That's the question. Have you been chipped? All right. It says that question is set to divide millions of people in 2020 and perhaps billions of people in the 2030s and the 40s. All right. It says, just as the world begins to understand the many benefits of the Internet of Things, and this is the elder apostle talked of the Internet of Things, but also learns about the dark side from smart everything, including our connected cities. We are now on the cusp. Let's look up the word cusp. All right. We are now on the cusp of the mark of the beast, a point in where two curves meet in particular. Now, the cusp is you're moving in from this society where you use paper currency, different currencies, to digital or the mark of the beast. And basically, Esau, the so-called white man, setting up his system, which is inspired by the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, that's the cusp, a point in where two curves meet. In particular, all right. It says, let me see, go back to it. It says now on the cusp of small chips causing major new privacy disagreements. As individuals try to grapple with the privacy and security implications that come with the Internet of Things, big data, public and private sector data breaches, social media sharing, GDPR, a new California privacy law, along with data ownership and rights to be forgotten, provisions, along comes a set of technologies that will come much more personal than your smartphone or cloud storage history. Get ready for people to ask you to place microchips under your skin for a wide variety of reasons. All right. Now, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich, poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, charagma. All right. This is what you're going to be asked, all right, to do, to receive that mark in your right hand or in your foreheads. Now, going back to the word mark, which is charagma, all right, a stamp, an imprinted mark, all right. That's what you're going to be asked to do, according to this article. Get ready for people to ask you to place microchips under your skin for a wide variety of reasons. All right. Why implanted chips so controversial? What is at stake? Now, these are the questions. How can such a thing affect so many people? What leads me to proclaim that implanted chips will become the next big privacy debate? All right, not only the next big privacy debate, but a debate in general. All right, here's the major source why it's going to become highly debated, because it's mentioned in the book of Revelation. All right, Revelation the 13th chapter. Now let's jump to Revelation the 14th chapter real quick. Now this is what happens if you take the mark. All right, this is Revelation 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his right hand, in his forehead, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the Lamb. Shalakia. It says, he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right. That's why it's imperative that brothers that have the understanding of this precept endure until the end and not take the microchip, because if you take the microchip, the wine of the wrath of the Lord's indignation, which is the thermonuclear destruction, mainly that's coming to America, all right, you're going to die in the presence of the holy angels, all right, the Lord of hosts, all right, the holy angels and the men of the Lord are included in as the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb, which the Lamb is Yahweh Shah, all right, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whoso receiveth the mark of his name. All right, so the people that take this mark, this implantable microchip, and according to articles already, I have another article that I'm going to bring up, which this microchip is going to be highly debated. Now, I was looking for a video of Joe Biden speaking to one of the Supreme Court justices, and he said, mark my words, you will debate on implantable microchips, which that implantable microchip the device is in Obamacare, as I mentioned in the four videos that I've done before. But there is going to be a highly there is going to be a conversation, all right, a major conversation, and you're going to see this thing played out right before your eyes, all right. Now, this is the next article that I wanted to bring out. Sweden is on the verge of going completely cashless. Completely cashless. What could possibly go wrong? And this is the question. So these authors of these articles published, this is yesterday, November 27th, 2018. So these articles are coming out because this is a trend. 2019, when we come into 2019, we're going to be seeing more and more push for people to get this microchip, and people are going to be with it because these people in Sweden, they're with it. All right. This article is authored Daisy Luther via the Organic Prepper blog. All right. Now, I'm not going to read this whole article, but according to this article, Sweden is the most cashless society in the world. All right. No cash accepted signs are becoming an increasingly common sight in shops and eateries across Sweden. Now, this is what's going to come to America. No cash accepted at your local supermarket. No cash accepted at your local restaurant, Starbucks. And you know these corporations are going to be down with it once it's implemented. And since America is turning into the corporation's paradise, all right, it's going to be easy, man. They're getting rid of small businesses. They're phasing small businesses out. Pretty soon, you're going to have one bank, one supermarket, because you got different corporations buying up, other smaller businesses and other corporations. Stores are going out of business. All right. In this article, it says cash is used so infrequently that the government of the country has demonstrated concerns. And this isn't just in the big cities. A source in rural Sweden tells me that even in the remote areas, the push to go cashless is omnipresent. Now, this article is basically bringing out the possibilities of a country going completely cashless. This is what Esau is trying to wrap his head around. Could hackers, hack into the system and destroy the system? But the world is going to be tempted to take the microchip because we're going to be in a state of war coming soon. Okay, which that's one of the questions of what will happen if war. How will this microchip work in a time of war? Now, as you can see, and of course, it all goes back to the microchip. And I'm gonna read this real quick. It says, out of all the nations in the Western world, it seems that Sweden is the most enthusiastic about the embedding of microchips into humans for convenience purposes. And this thing is pushed on convenience right now. The microchip basically is going to be pushed on people that value convenience, the easy life, which this is nothing but a snare and a trap. All right. Now, let me bring out this precept real quick. The words of his mouth smoother. This is Psalms. It's the book of Psalm 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he's going to have people take this microchip, meaning Esau, all right, take this microchip for convenience purposes. Oh, it'll be easy. You'll be able to get this type of money. You'll be able to do this. You'll be able to do that. Right now, it's voluntary because people can just go and buy it. Pretty soon, it'll be mandatory. You want to participate in government. You want to travel. Look, people use this microchip as a form of payment for tickets, access cards, and even social media. All right. It says in June, and this is an excerpt from what Adam Palmer wrote. It says in June 2017, SJ Rail, which is the Swedish train operator, announced that 100 people were using microchips for train rides, obviously indicating that the rail system was already set up to handle the payment system before anyone was ever microchipped. All right, so, and that's what you're seeing in America. Things are being set up to transfer regular payment systems now to the microchip. I'm pretty sure brothers know whatever city that they live in of the change. You used to use tokens in New York train. You used to use a ticket, paper ticket. Now it's a Metro card, stuff like that. All right, it says for this system, passengers with a microchip in their hand have their tickets loaded directly onto the device, and the train conductor can read the chip with a smartphone to confirm payment. All right, so the convenience factor is being pushed. That's part of those miracles. Going back to Revelation 16, Revelations, the book of Revelation. Let me go here. Revelation. Going back to the miracles. Going back, it says a sign, a mark, a token, that by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others and is known. All right. So I just wanted to bring this out, to let brothers know, man. Look, this mark of the beast. Matter of fact, let me get an image of it. I'm gonna type in the mark of the beast and see what comes up. You do a Google search, mark of the beast, and let's type in the images. And this is what you see. You see an implantable microchip. Would a mark of the beast be given to you without you knowing? Okay. But You have it. I should have typed in RFID chip. But brothers get the point, you know. Look, if you don't understand that the chip being implanted with a chip is the mark of the beast, when you're just forsaken. I mean, you're just blind, you know. The prophet Isaiah, what he spoke of in Isaiah 6 and 9, has befallen you, you know. But with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this understanding through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and gave us the proper breakdown of Revelation, the 13th chapter. All right, the 16th verse with the mark of the beast being the RFID chip. Now we're coming into a time where these things are being made manifest, and the debate is coming to the forefront. All right, in regards to prophecy, in regards to the scriptures. All right, so all these other Israelite groups that teach otherwise, all right, are going to be confounded. And I'm going to give all salutations to you brothers that, push this word in sincerity and truth. Until the next episode, shalom.